Keep me going. Yeah, this bit's proper nice. Back there, coming from Lanark, if you park at the Morrison's car park next to the railway station, it's like a park and ride car park there, so you're not going to have to pay any heavy duty fees or anything like that. In fact, it's free. Walking down the hill to Lanark is busy with cars. Being a pedestrian though, there's a wee path that you can go. Lanark, hustle and bustle, full of grannies. One of them took the piss out of us. We're coming up through a wee doorway, and because they were standing there poking their old teeth through the door, I'm trying to get through. I gets by, but here Moss is hesitant. The extendable lead extends fully, pulls her a bit, a rucksack gets caught in the door, and I'm like, Moss! And the old granny's like, Moss! Old cow. So anyway, get slagged off. I get the piss taken out as half a granny today, so that's a good start. So it's a bit busier walking up from New Lanark to the falls. Not too bad. Folk out on bikes, families, dog walkers and such. And it gets quieter the further along you go, because people only go so far then get tired and head back. Once you get over the bridge, check it out. That's where a cool place to live. So once you cross the bridge at the top, it's kind of icy here. Once you cross the bridge at the top, there's nobody this side. There's one lady running, that was it. So that's ideal. It's good to get away from it. Here's a big gate. Actually need a bit of the skaters, the new all-spring toilet roll with us, so it is doable. Not so good. I was having some Guinness last night, and if you're going out walking for a few hours the next day, toilet roll is a must, absolute must. Just swept over us there whilst on cam. Right, let's keep going. It's all roads now though. We'll be walking up to the road that then takes you up to Rigside, and you go around there, and that takes us down to Roberton, then Abington, Wanlock Head, and we meet up with the Southern Upland Way. This is part of my walking the length of Scotland in 2018, by the way. If you're just watching this for the Falls of Clyde, I've walked from the northwest point of Scotland, Cape Wrath, down the Cape Wrath Trail, down the West Highland Way, and then down Kelvin Walkway, Clyde Walkway, and this is the end of the Clyde Walkway. So from here, by the end of today, I've only got about 90 miles left, and I'll probably be at the border at Gretna before the new year. That's the plan. So let's keep going. So you can go and check those videos out on my channel, and subscribe if you want to see how I get on with the rest of it. It's really nice around here as well. Really nice. Quiet as well. There's Tinto Hill over there, so we're heading that direction, round the side of Tinto. Today I'm rocking my winter trekking poles for the first time. They're heavier, they're all aluminium. As my winter tent is a pyramid design and erects with a single trekking pole, what would have been winter and a bit more blustery and such, aluminium is going to be better for that, because it'll start to deform more rather than just shatter and break like carbon fibre might. So it's these Lecky Kumba. It's the older one, or maybe the cheaper one with these plastic locks here. They're meant to be fine. They were the only class block like this that made a certain rating. You can look it up on their website, it tells you, but they've, oh come on Moss. For a while it was the only trekking pole lock. They met a certain European standard or something like that for strength and whatever, you know, like, so it was, they're definitely good, but they now have a version of these with a better lock, a all metal lock. So if you're thinking about getting these for winter use, then I would check out that version rather than these. I can't even remember where these came from. Wait a minute. Aye, we're heading up this way, I reckon. I can't even remember where these came from. So I've got my Alpine, Black Diamond Alpine Carbon Cork, which I've loved. I've used those the whole other time doing my walks, and I used both of those to set up my Z-Patch duplex. Never had any problems with them. I've got my little Knock folding poles, you know, like sort of cheaper things for travelling, because they fold up, they're really light and they fold up really small. Of course they're more fragile, but because the pack size when you pack them up, like these, when they're folded up, are still relatively long, but the Knock folding ones, it's a different system it's got, and they actually fit in your rucksack. So for travelling Like at the start when I was having to get more public transport back and for it, they were better because you just fold them up and put them in your bag and you don't need to worry about them sticking out and catching, and you know, it's just more cumbersome having these. But now that I'm not needing to go in public transport or anything like that, I would go back to my Black Diamond Alpine carbon corks. I like cork handles. Cork is the cork handle, and these are kind of cork but they're like plasticky. I don't know if it's like a cork effect or plastic with cork in it, but the Black Diamond Alpine carbon corks, I like those, the cork handles. The Knock ones also have cork handles. Just find like if it's sweaty or smell or anything that you can still get a good purchase, a good grip on them rather over plastic or rubbers. Feels nicer in the hand. So yeah, and because it's winter and because I'm going to be switching to my MLD dual mid tent, my winter tent, I'm using these. Plus with my ski shoeing, these extend longer than most poles. Most poles top max out about 130, 135 centimetres. These go up to 145, maybe even 150. Wait, I'll check. Yeah, these go up to 145. So a bit longer for that different tent setup as well, which I'll need. Today I drove to Lanark, left the car, and I'm going to be walking back to where I stay, and then I'm going to be getting my little folding bike out and we'll cycle back into Lanark to get the car. So it's going to be, I think I really need a number 2 by the way. Maybe I could go in here. See me with Guinness by the way. See this sign for bigger here? That's where we're going. See all the wind turbines up there? There's a bit of controversy over wind turbines, isn't there? Being a blight on the landscape, an eyesore and such, and did they really contribute that much, etc, etc. Of course that's improved as technology has went on through the years. But I read a really cool article one time, and you ever been up, you ever looked at them? Like there's some up north when you're going up to Wick and Thurso, and I was driving up there for work one night and it was really dark and the wind turbines are quite close, and I stopped to look at them and it was just moonlit and the turbines were going. They're like almost silent, but there's, well, they don't generate any noise, it's just the wind noise around them, and it's like, it's kind of eerie. And this article was talking about how they might be like the new monoliths of the modern era, the new standing stones like Stonehenge and such. Quite a cool way of thinking about it. I thought we need to do something, it's just going to get worse. Do you know, this actually reminds me of some parts of the Cape Wrath Trail, funnily enough. I don't know if it's the weather or what. Look over there, see that light with the hills? It just looks so good. I love it. Totally love it out in places like this. I actually live about here, so I really value where I stay. I was away out yesterday working up in them there hills, so I got a bit of a leg day in, if you want to call it that, for want of a better term, battering up and down hills in a place down the road. So just helping out in a local estate basically. So yeah, there's a wee building there. When you come from over there, from the motorway, the 74, and you're driving the road to Lanark, the Clyde, you see a part of the Clyde, and there used to be a big massive old bridge, and you can see part of the structure at one end of the Clyde. I think there's a cracking old ruined cottage as well. Do you know what, actually, see where we're coming out, we're not going to see that. That's over there, and we're coming out. See where those cars are up there? And the road going up, that's where we're going to come out. And basically, Rigside is just over there. Wait till we get to this clearing. So yeah, that's the road where we'll be coming out. Now, Rigside is just up over that hill. It's quite a busy road, but it's nice and wide with plenty of verge, so you can walk up it. And just before Rigside, you take a left. So we need to go, we're basically going in that direction, but of course you can't go over there, so we're just going to go around it. There's just this wee stretch of busier road. Here's another car coming. Aye, so there's just this wee stretch of busier road, and then before you get to Rigside you take a left. That's a quiet road. Actually, I've walked up and down that road quite a lot, and I've actually walked up and down that road quite a lot when I was training when I was just getting miles in the lead up to like the West Highland Way, because that was the first time, you know, I'd done any long distance walking, so I had to build up the miles beforehand, otherwise I'd have flunked it. So full backpack on, Saturday, just starting off doing miles, building up the miles one day a weekend, and then where you basically want to get to is to be able to do 2 consecutive 10-mile days, so two 10-mile days back to back, basically, with your full rucksack on and all the gear you're actually going to be carrying the West Highland Way. If you can do that, you can do the West Highland Way. If you don't get injured or end up with horrendous blisters or anything, but you should know, because you'll have put in the miles to know if your kit's working for you or not. So yeah, this bit of road going up to Rigside, that's going to be the last busy bit of road you'll walk, I think, more or less, on the full trip. So I'm looking forward to that. You know, there's been some bits where there's been some road walking that sucked big time, so I'll be glad to finish walking the rest of Scotland with being able to avoid all that carry on, you know. What's this here? There's some sort of hut. So yeah, when we get up to this busier road, I'll turn off the camera, and the next stage will be once I'm on that quieter road. I'm going to be hiking from like the 22nd or the 23rd, basically as soon as my holidays start. I'm going to start hiking, and that will be about 5 or 6 days wild camping, walking down to the border, and I should have that little series uploaded for the new year. That's my plan. This is cool. Proper old school bridge. It's went a bit more subdued now. Aye, bit of a pain in the body though, having to cycle back to get the car. I had to buy another pump. I bought one of those mini pumps, but it doesn't fit the standard tyre valves on my bike, so that's quite annoying. Luckily I was going to buy one about 20 quid, but I bought just like an £8 Halfords one, so I'm glad I did, because it's more or less useless now. Of course I've ripped all the tags on that off, as you do. You just breeze right in, get it opened, oh what, it doesn't work. Right, okay, can't return that, my bad. So I should have went with what I knew anyway, your classic bicycle pump. You know, the one with the spring in the handle and the little bit you screw on, the little adapter. £3 or £4 for Halfords with the little adapter. I should have just went with that. It's just that I can't really, it's in my rucksack now, actually. But it's just not quite as small as the other ones. I don't know why I'm talking about bicycle pumps in a hiking video, but I guess it's relevant because I need to cycle back to Lanark. That should take me about half an hour or something. Cool old phone box here. No actual phone in it though. So yeah, there's Tinto there. You can see the pimple, the cairn on top, which is actually massive. It's like, I don't know exactly, but it's at least, I'd say 12 foot. 12 foot if you stand in the middle, because of course it's kind of like a conical shape, so it's just piled up stones. It's probably about 12 foot from the top right down to the centre, and God knows how wide, way wider than that. So it's a big cairn. They used to Tintock Tap, Hill of Fire they call it. There's like a slipped bit in the side, and there's a lot of this red shale that you use in the local area. Well, they used it for driveways and such, but this red stone, when the light hits it a certain way, it's really vibrant. Especially if it's wet, it looks as if the hill's on fire, they say. Just along the road at Thankerton is where previously the oldest evidence for human life in Scotland were post holes near the Firth of Forth, near the Forth Road Bridge in Edinburgh. But near Thankerton, in a field, or was it a quarry, they unearthed with some stuff in it that was pretty cool. But around there, just outside there, but just near to that, they found some flint artefacts. That's the oldest archaeological evidence of people in Scotland, just right over there. With the Forth in the east and the Clyde in the west, both cutting across into the middle of the country, people were naturally funnelled up through. If you were migrating north to south, people were naturally funnelled up through there. Bigger's just over there. Aye, it's called the Bigger Gap. And if you imagine, if people are coming up and down north to south and they're going through like a bottleneck bit, the place is going to be rich in history. So I'm not surprised they found all this artefacts there. Now that's in Scotland, that's not like, so see Skara Brae and all this up north now, Shetlands, all the places where there's a lot of cool archaeology, prehistoric archaeology finds. This is the oldest in Scotland. That is pretty cool. There's the remains of an Iron Age hill fort on the side of Tinto. It's just the actual earthworks now, right enough. So yeah, you've got this road here to go up, and you can see all the verge. Plenty of verge, big wide road, but it's a fast road, so watch out for that. There's a pair of dirty scants. So that's it basically for today. That's us back at the farm, and not next weekend but the following weekend I'll set off from here and start making my way down to the border to One Lockhead, and then from there on the Southern Upland Way to Moffat, and then from there down the Annandale Way to the bottom of at the end of that, and then across to Gretna, and then that'll be me basically. Walked the length of Scotland in 2018. So that's pretty good. So I'm on my way to do the subscriber giveaway draw, so see you soon.